Alrighty, it is time for Duelist Kingdom action, and in this one, it is Mai taking on Weevil. This match was really hotly anticipated, and what actually happened is, I actually know the result of the first match, because what happened, the switch dock cut out, but it wasn't actually the switch dock. What happened is the power on this laptop that we use for recording, it's got the wall socket, but the wall socket lead actually plugs into the actual power brick, and if that comes a bit loose, you will think the laptop is plugged in, but the battery in the laptop actually ran flat. But what you are about to witness is one of the most ridiculous duels you are ever going to see. Takui comes to the field first for Mai. If you look at her hand, she's got Dark Mat, she's got Dark Bat, and she's got Spirit of the Books. She's got the Offerings to the Doomed, and she's also got Elegant Egotist. Weevil starts off turn 2 with 2 face-down spells or traps and summons Caterpillar. Of all monsters, Caterpillar, and equips it with insect armor with laser cannon. And Weevil activates the Cocoon of Ultra Evolution on his first turn. This means that he can pull whatever bug from his deck that he wants, ignoring its summoning conditions. We took Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth out of Weevil's deck for this very reason, but he summons the Metal Armored Bug. It is 2,800 attack points, and fortunately for Mai, you will see that she has got Offerings to the Doomed, so that 2,800 attack points suddenly isn't so overwhelming. So, you know, it's a good thing that Mai drew that on first turn. She drew Tyhone now, and look at this. She goes after Metal Armored Bug, and Weevil activates Magic Jammer. So in a very ill twist of fate for Mai, her Offerings to the Doomed doesn't work, and what is, I do believe, the strongest base attack normal insect. I don't think there's any insects above 2,800. In fact, the only even effect insects, there's not much stronger than 2,800. So Mai went with Dark Bat, and now Weevil laser cannon armor onto a bug that does not need any more attack points. It is now at 3,100, and it destroys the Dark Bat. Mai has none other than Tyhone and Spirit of the Books. And this time she draws Monster Reborn. Not a bad card, but in this situation, what do? You're staring down 3,100 points of attack, and you've got a couple of 4-stars in your hand and an Elegant Egotist, which couldn't do you any good anyway. Now, Weevil has one card in his hand. He's still at 8,000 points, and Mai's defenses are not going to hold against 3,100. She's at 6,650 in turn 6. She goes to her end phase, and the turn changes back to Mai, and she draws Shard of Greed. Now, she is already on like her last legs. She throws down Spirit of the Books. And what do you do from here if you're Mai? You've got 3,100 attacking you relentlessly, and now Weevil plays the Big Insect. It's a 4-star monster. It's not that strong, but it will be a pain because now, apart from 3,100, Mai's already used her Offerings to the Doomed. It's impossible to win this one already. So 5,450 for Mai. She's almost, what's a quarter of 2? Okay, so she's lost a little bit over a quarter of her life points already. She draws Harpy's Hunting Ground. While also a pretty good card, she doesn't activate Monster Reborn. Now look at the points of attack that are going to be coming after her now. Weevil tributes a Big Insect and summons Empress Mantis. 3,100 plus 2,200 equals 5,300. So after both of these attacks, it is turn 10. Weevil is untouched. Mai is down to 150 life points. Mai has a draw. She draws Mystical Space Typhoon. You're probably thinking, what's the benefit of Mystical Space Typhoon? But watch this. Shard of Greed, Mask of Weakness, and Monstrous Bird are drawn. And now Mai takes a little bit of a pause here. She plays down the Mask of Weakness. And now she pauses again. Mai's player is thinking. Mystical Space Typhoon is played and it wipes off Laser Cannon Armor. 300 points come off Metal Armored Bug. And now Mai plays Monster Reborn. And the thing is, Harpy's Hunting Ground isn't just for Harpies, it's for winged beasts. That Mystical Space Typhoon wiped off 200 points of that Metal Armored Bug. Monstrous Bird comes to the field. It equals 2200 with Empress Mantis. Mai goes to the battle phase and then ends her turn. She's baiting Weevil, saying, maybe I thought my monster was going to be stronger. Maybe I'm trying to taunt you. Weevil goes to his battle phase and goes with Metal Armored Bug. Mai activates Mask of Weakness. And Metal Armored Bug goes to 2100 and Mai finally gets a field win, knocks off the Metal Armored Bug, but now Weevil with 2200 wipes them both off the field and Mai has nothing left. But both of Weevil's strong insects are gone. Turn change back to Mai, who draws Rush Recklessly. How useful would that have been a turn ago? That could have changed the entire match there and then. Weevil now with 3 cards in his hand. He plays down Forest, but those 2 cards in his hand, one of them now goes face down, but the other one stays in his hand. Weevil hasn't played those 2 cards the whole match. Mai draws Mirror Wall. Absolutely frustrating as hell, because Mai still does not have any defense on the field. Weevil obviously can't do anything with that other card. He's now drawn another new card. Mai has Mirror Wall, and remember, she doesn't have to pay 2,000 when she activates it. She has to pay 2,000 to keep it on the field, but only to keep it on the field. She can use the effect of it once. Weevil activates Infinite Dismissal and ends his turn. He's got 2 cards in hand, which he can't do anything with. Mai draws Waboku. That can protect her field at least for 1 turn. Infinite Dismissal activates, it's got nothing to hit. Turn change goes back to Weevil, he's on 7,900. And Weevil, does he finally have a monster? No, he plays One Day of Peace and Mai draws Harpy Girl. And now Weevil plays Kuwagata Alpha. So Mai with Harpy Girl is at least an option, but there's just nothing going for Mai here. But Weevil, he goes for an attack, but because of One Day of Peace, he would have drawn that Kuwagata Alpha with that effect of One Day of Peace. Infinite Dismissal activates. Draw phase, Mai draws the Unfriendly Amazon. At an absolute another Destiny draw, Mai draws a 2,000 attack, but that can only stay on the field for a turn because Mai has to tribute a monster to be able to keep that on the field. Arguably, maybe it's too strong for a 4-star. We argue that the 1850s are too strong for 4 stars, and same with Jirai Gumo, so I guess it's fair that Mai gets one. Now Weevil, he's at 7,900. He's got 3 cards in his hand, and now Weevil is on the defensive. And now Mai, only holding Harpy Girl, her Unfriendly Amazon is only going to be able to stay on the field at this turn. Mai draws 7 Tools of the Bandit, completely useless. She can't play it. She needs 1,000 points to activate that card. She still has Waboku on the field. She puts Harpy's Girl in defense mode. If Mai gets attacked, she has a defense, but she also has that trap card in Waboku. Weevil with those 2 cards in his hand, which he hasn't, he's either can't play them, maybe it's Javelin Beetle, maybe it's a Ritual and he doesn't have enough material, or he's just got one or the other. He's got a few sort of dud cards like Great Moth. I'm trying to think what the other one is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look at this. Weevil flips up Maneater Bug. My on the brink of losing activates Wabaku. It won't save her Harpy Girl, but it will save the attack from either Man-Eater Bug or Gokubor. So now with Weevil unable to do life point damage, Mai is hanging by a thread. Man-Eater Bug's destroyed because of the effect of Infinite Dismissal. Mai draws, here it is, Thunder of Ruler. And this is where things went wrong. So the switch got cut out, and as Mai and whoever was playing as Mai was like kind of fixing the switch dock, we now see Basic Insect. No turns have elapsed. Weevil's just summoned that Basic Insect face up, but what happened? This is still the same turn. Weevil's played that Basic Insect, and one of the players must have screamed out, oh crap, because when they were fixing the switch dock and getting the laptop back on, they accidentally cancelled out of the prompt for Thunder of Ruler, so it didn't activate during the standby phase. So you see what I've done? I've put a little square over it. We wanted to simulate that card had been activated like it should have been. So in the interest of fairness, that's what our players did. Mine never activated the Thunder of Ruler. It was just sitting there on the field. So I've put that square over it. It's going to be a little bit abrasive, but I'm doing the best with what I can here. It was the worst possible timing in the match that the switch dock could have had something go wrong with it. And now Shard of Greed has just been played to the field for Weevil. So we're going to say that Mai saved herself with Thunder of Ruler on last turn, and now Niwatori gets attacked by Gokubor. So Mai hanging on to this match by an absolute thread and like a quarter of an inch of a thread. She draws the Blue-Winged Crown. And now that gets to 1800 with the effect of that Harpy's, what's it called? Harpy's Hunting Ground. 1800 now goes after Gokubor. If Weevil has anything on the field, like a Mask of Weakness, Mai is at risk. She's still got that Rush Recklessly of her own. So Infinite Dismissal activates, doesn't collect anything up. So Weevil's Man-Eater Bug flipped up. That got destroyed from offerings to the Doom. Not offering, the torpedo card. Infinite Dismissal, okay. Weevil throws down a face-down defense, and Mai, still at 150 life points, draws Magic Jammer. And if you notice, 7 Tools of the Bandit is a very good card if you've got Magic Jammer on the field and you don't have 1,000 life points, because it means you can throw that to the graveyard. Petite Moth is destroyed for Weevil, and now his field is defenseless. Those 2 cards in his hand are still the same 2 cards that he's been holding for so long without being able to do anything with them. But Weevil now has 2 on his Shard of Greed. Mai's Shard of Greed draw saved her in the match. She's saved herself about 4 times or so. And now Weevil plays down a face-down spell or trap. Mai has 1800 on the field. Weevil has 4 cards in hand. And while he's taking his thought process here, he plays down Bladefly, 1300 attack, but it also increases the attack of the of Blue-Winged Crown. Sorry, I'm forgetting the names of the monsters. I don't know if Weevil missed the fact that Blue-Winged Crown was a wind type, but his Bladefly got destroyed. Mai draws Harpy's Pet Dragon. It's easy to forget that sometimes when it's on your opponent's side of the field, and I guess our players were a little bit flustered when the damn laptop ran out of battery power. The thing with this laptop, it's great, but its battery life is abysmal. Like, if you're running any program on it, it has a battery life of, like, mind you, the laptop has, I'm surprised it still works at all. I've had it for a long time, and it's literally had the hell beat now, but it has recorded so many videos. And also, okay, back to the duel. Weevil plays Monster Reborn. And Metal Armored Bug comes back to the field. Mai didn't activate Magic Jammer. Instead, she goes for Mirror Wall. The temptation to activate Magic Jammer to block that Monster Reborn would have been there, but Mai, even though she doesn't have the life points, she's held that Mirror Wall on the field for so long, since the start of the game. And she finally decides to flip it. It was like, did she make a mistake there? No, Mirror Force is still on the field. It cuts the attack of Metal Armored Bug in half. Mai gets another 300 life points off Weevil. Metal Armored Bug, which did so much damage early on, has been defeated for a second time. It was at 3,000 attack points. Mai draws Harpy's brother. Mirror Wall cannot stay on the field because Mai has only got 150 life points. She's had 150 life points, I think, for 29 turns or something like that. Now look at this. 2,000 and 1,800, that's 3,800 altogether. Weevil has 2 cards face down, but he's not doing anything with them. 1,800. Weevil is on to 1,600 life points. And Infinite Dismissal activates. It can't affect any of Mai's monsters. They're all 4 stars. Weevil has 1 turn to try and win the unlosable match from his perspective. He goes with a face down defense and ends his turn. The turn change goes back to Mai, who draws Polymerization. And Mai attacks with Blue Winged Crown. Mask of Weakness is activated by Weevil. Weevil has Cocoon of Evolution in his deck. Remember the Cocoon of Evolution? He has Cocoon of Evolution in his deck. I'll give you a clue. It's not Cocoon of Evolution, but Mai activates Rush Recklessly. She has 150 points. She has held that Rush Recklessly. It was Spiked Snail. If Blue Winged Crown was hit by that Mask of Weakness, without the effect of that Rush Recklessly, it would have been at 1,100. Mai would have lost. And she defeats Weevil with that 150 life points remaining and pulls off what could be the greatest comeback ever in Yu-Gi-Oh history. I have never seen anything like this in the... I don't know how many duels we've done on this channel. It could actually be up around the... maybe 600 or 700 mark. I have never seen a comeback like that. The U win screen was displayed for like 10 seconds. I think even our players were shocked. The way the laptop cut out and stopped that Thunder of Ruler, but our players managed to see the what would you call it? The way the game should have played out. They saw it, and thank God they did. Because I don't think a match like that is ever going to be replicated. So we take a breather and we go on to the second match of this best of 3. That first match, how could you add to it? How could you make that match any more dramatic? It had a technical difficulty. It had our players noticing a technical difficulty and making it right. It had a 7,850 life point difference for a comeback win. There was a comeback today in the NFL. It was, and straight away, this is what it reminded me of. I don't know who the Broncos. The Broncos had the best comeback in NFL history, or one of. That was today. This is... Mai must be a Denver Broncos fan, because they scored like, what was it, 28 points in the last 6 minutes or something. I don't understand NFL that much. I don't really know how the game works, but I understand that 28 points in 6 minutes in the last quarter, most teams don't even score 28 points in a game. Tyhoon comes to the field, attacks Kamikiriman. Mai is down to 7,800. Weevil has insect armor with laser cannon available. He's got hunter spider. And he just drew forest. Oh, okay, so I had to edit the first match because of the, I had to trim it down a bit as well because the, trim it and edit it and sort of put it back together because of the cutoff, because I had to resume the recording as well, which, it was like, it would have been chaos. But, okay, negate attack activated from Mai. So I don't know the results of game 2 and 3 because game 2 and 3 went without a hitch. So 2,500 on Hunter Spider. However, what does 2,500 matter when you just made a comeback like Mai? She plays a face down defense. And now she's gone for a tribute. Tyhone for a face down defense. What? 5-star face down defenses does Mai? Oh my god. Oh my god, again. He's got a Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. Hey, this time Thunder Ruler activates. Oh, okay. Well, you wouldn't even activate that, but okay, Weevil does activate it. Okay, if he pulls Metal Armored Bug, it's going to be 3,000. Okay. Are we going to see it again? I don't know what happens in the second match. This is deja vu of the first match. Nah, couldn't. The guys who recorded this, they were raving about this match, and for good reason. Mai now has 2 defenses on the field. Weevil draws Mystical Space Typhoon. There was a match a long time ago on this channel. Odeon and Mai in the Battle City season. That match absolutely tore the house down. This match may rival that one. That Mai and Odeon match, that came down to the wire. I think there was maybe 1 card or something left in Odeon's deck or Mai's deck. It was unreal. One day of peace. Mai is managing to protect her field, but now Weevil's got the basic insect, if that equates to anything. Mai's got a face down spell or trap as well. Her Queen Bird has 2,000 defense. Weevil has now drawn negate attack. And Mystical Space Typhoon is targeted Mai's face down card, which was Magic Jammer. Wow, okay. There goes Queen Bird, but the life points are safe. One day of peace is in effect. So basic insect now is stuck in attack mode, but Weevil has negate attack. He can protect his basic insect if he chooses to. His other 2 monsters aren't that strong. Mai plays Harpy Lady. She plays Elegant Egotist. Alright, is she making a comeback? Well, negate attack is on the field. Mai only has 1 card in hand, unless that's a Mystical Space Typhoon. It's a Cyber Shield, which she puts onto Harpy Lady's sisters. She's going after Weevil's Fiend Scorpion and basic insect. Negate attack will stop that. Oh, now Mai's stuck in attack mode. I guess she had to try and play something. She had to try and get something going. But the 3,000 attack is going to get rid of Harpy Lady's sisters. That's all that Mai can... That's all she's going to lose, though. Weevil plays One Day of Peace and draws Infinite Dismissal. I guess he can keep his bugs in attack mode, as it doesn't make a difference now, does it? Turn change back to Mai. She can't do any life point damage. Oh, there's Mystical Space Typhoon. Speak of the devil, forest is destroyed. Mai with that Harpy Lady on the field is... Oh, and Shard of Greed. Oh, maybe she can get a Destiny draw with two cards again. There goes the basic insect. Mai, again, can't do life point damage here. Draw fades. Weevil, big insect. It's a good draw. 12 and 9 together at 2100. Maya's going to take a lot of damage from this. 1500. There'll be 2100 coming her way now, so to put her to 3650. And with no cards in her hand, I don't think she can pull off a miracle in this game. 1200, 3650. Alright, draw phase. My one on Shard of Greed, but I don't think that she is going to be able to last. She plays... Oh! Monster Reborn. That can be the Harpy Lady Sisters, can't it? Because it was special summon? No, maybe not. Oh, no, I think that's set in the card text. It can't be special summon except with Elegant Egotist. The Unfriendly Amazon has been picked. It's 2000 attack. Mai can at least get rid of one insect that's on the field. Alright, Weevil's down to 6300. Mai will lose 800 and then 900. Giant Scorpion of the Tundra is now drawn. That's 1100 as well. Now, so 2800 is what Mai will lose here to put her to 850. Oh boy. And with no cards in hand, it's got to be it. Surely she couldn't do it again. Alright, so Mai will be at 850. Is her Shard of Greed on 2? Like the counter, is it on 2? Because she'll have a draw from her draw phase. And she does. Yes, it is on 2. Is there a twist in this game? 3 in hand. What does she have? Oh. Ah, okay. I'll tell you what, fight to the bitter end. She takes out Fiend Scorpion. She's only got one card in her hand. I am guessing that this one is going to be it. Okay, Weevil is going to win match number 2. I tell you what, she never gave up that second match though. Alright, 2800 and it is 1-1. Oh, okay. Third and final match between Maya and Weevil in what has been stuff of legends. Who plays after this one? It's still relatively early in the night. Rex Raptor and Chumley. Well, that could be an interesting match as well. Oh. Managed to get through one on Sunday yesterday. I would have done 2, but that's when I realised that this match needed editing. Okay. Mai has got Drollbird. She's got Offerings to the Doomed. She's got Shard of Greed. Weevil has Shard of Greed. Mai's also got Harpy's Pet Dragon and Monstrous Bird. Maya's got some options here. There's Takui. She plays Shard of Greed. And now down goes Takui at 1450. Mai sets Shard of Greed. Alright, what's Weevil's defense? Giant Scorpion of the Tundra. Alright, this is a good start for Mai. If she gets Monstrous Bird to the field, she'll have a 2000 attack. She'll be sitting pretty comfortably. Weevil has 4 in hand. Gyurochin Kawagata got me half yawn. Nah, not again. He couldn't have that Cocoon of Ultra Evolution again. He couldn't. I do not believe this. The Great Moth comes to the field. It's nice that Weevil's picking a different insect this time. Offerings to the Doomed is activated. If Mai didn't have that on the field, she would have been toasted by that Great Moth. Wow, okay. Takui is tributed. Monstrous Bird comes to the field. It's 2000 attack. Weevil will be able to activate Shard of Greed on the next turn. Weevil loses 2000 life points after losing his Great Moth to the Offerings to the Doomed. That was great play by Mai to set Offerings to the Doomed. Weevil plays Shard of Greed. He has 4 cards in hand. He plays Offerings to the Doomed. He goes with a face down, a spell or trap, and the giant flea. 1500 attack. Mai is now in trouble. Well, fair's fair. They've both played Shard of Greed. They've both now played Offerings to the Doomed. What else can happen in this match? One day of peace. So no life point damage. Yes, Mai activates it. She'll draw a card. Weevil will draw a card. I don't believe this. Monster Reborn. Oh, my word. You can't bring back Bug. Great Moth. I think it can only be a special summon by its effect unless you're using Goon of Ultra Evolution because it bypasses summoning conditions. Giant flea is destroyed by the Monstrous Bird, which has made a return. Birds eat insects. It's just the law of nature. Due to the card's effect, the draw phase is skipped. Weevil ends his turn. He had 2 cards in his hand, which he couldn't play last time, in the first match, just like this. Shadow of Eyes, which again is a very good card. Mai plays Harpy's Brother, or Sky Scout. It used to be called Harpy's Brother. I remember it as Harpy's Brother. It came in starter deck Joey. 2000 points. Now looks like they're coming off Weevil again. He's down to 2200. Weevil can't defend. Mai has Shadow of Eyes. Is there another twist in this? Weevil goes with a face down defense. Is that it? Can Mai win it on this turn? End phase. Turn change. Polymerization. Mai's fusion is the Punished Eagle. A blue-winged crown and Niwatori, I think is what it is. Fiend Reflection has come to the field. Weevil's face down defense is the Caterpillar. Reborn from the destruction of the Great Moth. The Caterpillar. Is it finally over? Mai has won 2-1. And I don't think that match is going to be topped. How do you top that? This round has just been outrageous. I don't think I've ever seen a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel like that. And there has been a lot of them recorded on this channel. The only one that I can really think of that comes close to this is a Mai and Odeon match that they played in the Battle City season, which was months and months ago. I think I'm going to have to take a pace around. It's 7:52 where I am now, so I think I'm going to have a pace around before I do the commentary for the next one, because what we just saw was absolutely unreal. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I'll read some comments out in the next one as well. I didn't even think of it due to what was happening in front of me in the laptop screen, but thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.